What's going on, guys? It is week 16 of the trade recaps. I think it's week 16. I could be wrong. A couple things before we get started. It is late. I'm tired. So I would say I'm going to get through this fast, but honestly, this is on me. I need to start recording these a little bit early, so I won't, go fully in depth, but I will still get to the point and tell y'all why I took certain trades. But yeah, anyways, also I know I replied to one of y'all's comments. Obviously only one person commented. I was gonna upload the video this week, but I've been working a lot. I work Monday through Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday. But I'm gonna be out of town for like a week, but I'm still gonna bring my laptop and trade. So I'm gonna record the video over there, and I will upload it sometime, maybe Christmas Day, maybe the 26th, maybe the 27th, towards middle or towards the end of the next week. So yeah, I'm still gonna do that. Sorry I couldn't get that done. I've been really busy, Christmas shopping, just working, bunch of other stuff. But the show must go on, and yeah. So this week we had a loss on Monday. We didn't take a trade on Tuesday. We had a W on Wednesday. I'll explain that in a little bit. Break even, I believe, on Thursday. Yeah, break even on Thursday, and then another break even on Friday. So we ended up slightly up 250 on the week, 266. Realistically, we should have been down 250, or at least just not the best week when it comes to price action. But whenever we have weeks like this, we should honestly just be being break even, or at least having one small loss on the week is the most optimal. Obviously, we don't want to have too many losses, and if we do have a good amount of losses, it's because we're following our rules and we're doing things right. But yeah, but I for sure want to go over the strategy on the video and go more in depth on my continuation model, or it's not my model. I'm gonna be straight up honest. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I kind of mix in a couple things, and yeah, I'm not gonna take credit for something that's not mine. Everything's free on YouTube, but I'll bring you on my journey and how I, go into the day and just look at certain things. So, anyways, yeah, yeah, let's go over Monday real quick. Monday, I took a loss. Like I said, this was my only loss. Yeah, this was kind of dumb. So on the higher time frame, we did have a 4 hour fair value gap to the left of us. But honestly, I wasn't paying too much attention to it because I was honestly just focused on just taking buys. But honestly, that was on me. I was just looking at all these unfilled fair value gaps. Like we had a 1 hour, we had a 15, we had this, we had that. Originally, I wanted to take as soon as we tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap. I marked it out. I wanted to take a trade off of this, but we started displacing past it, and we ended up tapping to another 15-minute fair value gap. So as soon as we got that, we had a tap, and then I was looking for the highest time frame inversion among this leg, which was the 1 minute. Sorry about that. I like to record these in one take. So I don't like editing stuff. But this is the only good thing about recording at night, so no one walks in my room. Everyone knows. Everyone's asleep. But anyways, so the highest time frame was obviously this 1 minute. So it honestly didn't even give us the cleanest inversion. It had 1, 2, and then we finally inversed it. Was trying to break even at this swing high. We ended up losing on it. I was like, all right, well, stuff happens. But honestly, I should have realized that we're just already close to closing on the 9 a.m. candle, and not even just that. If I was gonna take this, it should have been the nicest, cleanest inversion, and not even also just that. On the higher time frame, we are rejecting on that fair value gap, which was the 4 hour, and then we're already displacing past this 1 hour. So if we were gonna get a clean move to the upside, we're at least gonna reject off this hourly, not displace past it, tap another 15, and then go up. So it made more sense if I was even gonna take this, if it had a clean inversion, not something that was kind of struggling to have buy pressure back to the upside, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was that on Monday. So took it out, happens. And then going into Tuesday, sorry, I have these green lines. These green lines, I believe this was a 4 hours to the on this side. Just so I can show y'all real quick. I like to mark out these 4 hours right before the trade recap. So we have that 4 hour right here. As y'all can see, this 4 hour gap, 4 hour gap right here. We tapped this around this, I forgot what time it was, probably around like 9 something, or we'll see right now. And then we had this 4 hour right here that we didn't tap until later, but definitely was looking for buys only because obviously, as you can see, we had this higher time frame 4 hour fair value gap that got inversed as soon as the 9 a.m. candle closed. This, it says 5 a.m., but that candle obviously closes at 9. So at that point, I'm over here looking for buys. Continuation buys. Continuation buys honestly have been my best friend. They're honestly really good. As soon as they present themselves, it's quite obvious. But as you can see, 9 a.m. candle closed around right here. So I was looking for at least a 5-minute continuation. So we didn't have any 5 minutes among these levels. What was here? We had, let's see. I'm trying to see if there was even anything I could have taken it off of. Yeah, honestly, if anything, I could have maybe taken it off this 15-minute right here. We swept this low again, which would be a 15-minute intermediate low, but even then it was just kind of iffy. We also did have a 1 hour, I believe. Oh my gosh. We had a 1 hour. Yeah, we did have a 1 hour right here, but I don't know. It was just sloppy. It was very choppy price action. It was one of those days where I was just kind of like iffy on taking. Like, just look at this. We could have probably taken something right here, but even if this inverse, we would have tapped this. I know how I think break even would have got stopped out for break even. And as you can see, it was just one of those days. If you were in a trade, a lot of people probably did get break even, unless you were trading PM and you took a long round here. But I don't really ever trade PM, so yeah. Man. So yeah. Wednesday was a weird day. So just letting y'all know. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, man, TOPSTEP has been messing up. Tuesday, even if I wanted to take something, I couldn't. Like, no one could enter in their positions. And same thing with Wednesday. Well, I could enter. It was weird. So earlier during, I think, yeah, this day, I believe I was trying to enter into a trade. We tapped a 5 minute. Okay, so I'm dumb. I didn't know we switched pairs. So you know how we have, obviously, we're on MNQH. I was still on MNQZ. So on MNQZ, contracts were still moving. We're still volatile. We tapped on the 5 minute. And the 5 minute on MNQZ had we was an inversion to the downside, and I ended up taking it, but we ended up chopping, and I just didn't like it. So no, I remember. Sorry, getting mixed up. I ended up taking it. We were chopping, and then man, I'm over here getting mixed up. I was trying to enter, it wouldn't let me. Kept trying to enter into it. Out of nowhere, I'm up 300, 400, and I was like, wait, what's going on? It enters me into a bunch of contracts. I even have a video of it, but I'm cussing the video because it was pissing me off. I was mad that day. I was absolutely furious because TOPSTEP's system was messing up. And I mean, anyone that trades like eval accounts, funded accounts, as soon as like it's messing up or something's going on, like no one's gonna be happy about it. So it takes me out for 400. So I try to hit buy. I was in it, so I was trying to sell, and out of nowhere, it enters me into a sell position among this stuff. I don't even remember around what level it was. And then out of nowhere, I'm down like $200-300. So I'm up $200 obviously because I initially I won 400 and lost 200. So at this point, I'm just like, whoa, like what the heck's going on? I'm not gonna take anything anymore because TOPSTEP's messing up. I don't want to risk, like, even if I do find something good, I don't want to risk it. TOPSTEP is being weird. So at this point, I'm breaking even on the week. I go to TOPSTEP later that night, and I look at my account, and it says I'm up $495 for some reason. I was like, that's weird, but it's whatever. I mean, it's better if it was if my account was down. I would have definitely emailed TopStep and complained about it because that was not my fault. But I have nothing too much to complain about. I mean, my account is up 495 on that day. I'm almost halfway passing the account. And I'm up only 260 on the week. And then yeah, y'all get the whole gist of it. TopStep was being weird. Um, yeah, but I really do want to explain my strategy a little bit further because I talked to y'all like if you already know what I'm looking for. So yeah, thank you to that one guy that commented on my video. I appreciate the feedback. If you want to comment again and give me more feedback on certain things, then I'm always happy to take that. You know, and I hope you continue to watch my journey as I become successful and do my best. And I will do my best, and I will do everything that I set my goals on. You know, I can't even talk right now. Talk right now. I'm so tired. Literally, this is like my 6th day in a row working, and I'm just exhausted. Yeah, Thursday. Thursday was a break-even day. I believe we entered into the day pretty bearish, honestly, just because we had this 4-hour fair value gap tap. So I'm definitely just looking for sells, sell. And let's see. Yeah, hold on. No, we didn't tap that till later. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay. I think I remember what it was. I believe it was a 1 hour. See, I'm over here getting myself mixed up. This is also, I'm going to be transparent with y'all. This is the only day that I didn't journal. So I'm over here confused trying to remember why I took the trade. So lesson learned. I need to journal no matter what. I think I told myself I was going to journal right after work because I usually train in the morning, go to work, come back, and do anything else I need to do. But next time I'll just journal it right after I'm done with it because sometimes you forget and sometimes you just really tired after work and you just don't want to do it. And that's not an excuse. And that needs to be fixed for sure. Sorry, yeah. Where was it? Yeah, I entered around. Yeah, we were on this 1 hour fair value gap at the time. I believe we also had a 15. Dude, what was I taking? To be honest with you, this was probably a really bad trade. I can't really if I can't even remember that, that's how you know how. No, it must have been decent because no, yeah, I think the 1 hour close like this. No, that was the 8 a.m. candle. Dang, we had an inversion, bro. What? Well, we were about to crash out, man. I'm disappointed in myself. I believe we did have an SMT though. Dude, I'm so tired. No, we didn't have an SMT. I'm tripping. Yeah, we didn't. Okay, so I believe going into this day, that 9 a.m. candle closed around. Yeah, right here. I don't even remember why I took this, man. I think it was just a quick rebalance play. That's my only guess. We had a quick rebalance play. We had this 5-minute tap, and I believe we had a 30-second inversion. So I knew if we were gonna get a clean move, we're gonna at least hit break even on it. Cause if you go to the 30-second on Thursday, let me show y'all real quick. Obviously, we had this box. This is the 5-minute tap. We had this 30-second inversion, so it was gonna be a quick break even. Either we displace pass, rebalance, and then hit TP, and then we go right back up. So we hit this low, go break even, and then stops me out for break even. And yeah, that one was kind of weird. Maybe I could have taken something back to the upside because overall bullish time frame. Well, the 1 hour didn't close until later. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, this was a weird day. But at least I got break even. It wasn't too bad of a trade, just not the most A plus setup. It was just a quick rebalance play. You know what I saw on the smaller time frame. And yeah, I didn't really like it, to be honest. Now that I'm looking back at it, it's not like my favorite trade. It's not the best. Just because I'm looking at this price action, we've already closed over these levels. Now we're just kind of rebalancing. It's kind of weird. It's quite obvious that we're at least gonna. I think if anything, what I'm thinking is we're at least rebalancing back to the 4 hour. That's why I was trying to take this trade. That's probably what it was, but you know, I shouldn't be taking trades like that. I don't really think it's too, you know, optimal. But I think my friend took that trade too. I'm gonna, you know, get on a call with him tomorrow, see what his thought process was. You know, I'm still like, I'm not saying like I'm a perfect trader. Like I make mistakes too. Like all of y'all, if y'all are day traders. I'm just here to fix certain things. For the most part, I've been doing way better than I used to. Like the first week of December did pretty good. Second week was up. This week up technically, but you know, I don't really consider it too much of a victory because, you know, like I told y'all what happened on Wednesday. It was just weird. But yeah, Friday I also got break even on trades. These weren't bad. I really liked them. Really, really liked them. So at 9 a.m., let me kind of like give you the gist of it, kind of like how my strategy works. A lot of the times, whenever we inverse higher time frame, 4-hour fair value gaps, these draws seem a lot more attainable as soon as we inverse them. But obviously, this high already got taken out. It inversed this. We had no 4-hour fair value gap, so I'm expecting price to rally up to this high starting Asia session on Sunday, or at least, you know, Monday session New York. We're probably going to rebalance to this and then go back to these levels. That's my guess. But not just that, you got to go to the smaller time frame. So as soon as price inverse that 4-hour fair value, we're going past this high. I was honestly expecting buys, and I was correct. So as soon as that happened, we had a 15. We digged into this 15 minute, you know, fair value gap, and we had, I believe it was a 1 or 2 minute. I think it was a 2 minute. It was a 2 minute because I remember we closed right here, and then this candle opened up, and I got a slightly better fill. And then I believe I broke even. Why did I break even? I think I just broke even because we were past. No. We tapped this fair value gap at the time. I believe that was yeah. I think that's what it was. As soon as we tapped another fair value gap, I just broke even and went past this high. We got break even, and also it was getting close to the 1 hour because a lot of times, let's put it this way, the 1 hour closes, so now we're about to create a new fair value gap, you know, so now we have another place we could potentially rebalance to. So, you know, as you can see, this candle closed around 10 a.m. This candle opened up the 11 a.m. This candle opened up. That candle was supposed to close at 11, starts at 10. And then as soon as I see that, I'm over here looking for buys, potentially looking for an inversion. Also, we have an SMT, we have a discorrelation. Boom, boom, as y'all can see. Let me mark it out for y'all. It's a little long. This is a little longer than usual, guys, my video. We have a discorrelation, so at this point, I'm definitely looking for longs. And at the time, we did have a 30-second inversion. By the way, I paid for the yearly membership so I can use the 30-second. That's if y'all don't. Some of y'all probably don't even have the 30-second. I use the 30-second. I really do like it. So initially, I entered right here. Pretty good, honestly, pretty good entry. I broke even around this level. I believe as soon as we broke even, I think I got stopped out to the very tick. Then I probably entered around right here. I got stopped out. Then I realized we had a 5 minute this whole time, so I was like, oh, we have a 5 minute. That would have honestly been the actual break even. This is where we break even. So I was just like, oh, okay. I probably entered around, if anything, like a little bit the second time. So I entered the second time, so I was like, this trade is still good. Either I get break even really fast, or it's gonna my trade's gonna rally up. So entered into the trade, broke even around the 5 minute around this level. So either it taps it, we get break even, all good, or we shoot up from this level and potentially hit TP. So got break even, or put the trade to break even as soon as it hit the 5 minute. We rallied it up, got close to getting stopped out, went back up, boom. Then we got break even, and now we're actually going back up, as y'all can see. TP would have never gotten hit, but I think it will get hit. You know what would have been the TP, and yeah, y'all can see like what was what happened on Friday. I'm saying a lot because I'm over here thinking, but yeah, y'all get the picture. Friday was honestly pretty nice. I liked it. Monday there's things to work on. Just honestly not taking a trade when it's looking a little funky and having a good displacement down. Whereas so Monday, honestly, I shouldn't have taken anything. Tuesday, no trade. Everything looked weird. Wasn't comfortable taking a trade. Wednesday was weirdly up, but TOPSTEP was being weird. Thursday, if I can remember, it wasn't the best because I don't know why I took this because I'm looking back, it just felt a little weird. But there's probably more reasons why I took it. I just can't remember right now. It's a little late. I just gave you my basic understanding from what I can see. Maybe I saw something else, but right now can't really think about it too much. So, that's just telling me that I definitely need to work on this. This was my, the one thing that kind of disappointed me because now that I'm looking back, it doesn't look the best in my opinion, and I just need to work on that. It's just that simple. But it doesn't look too bad in hindsight, but it kind of does at the same time. But you're always gonna critique yourself, but critique yourself in the right way. If you do something right, you do something right. Like if you take a good loss, if you do something bad, you gotta recognize it. So this is something I'm still gonna definitely go over tomorrow by myself on my own time. Yeah, honestly. But that's honestly gonna be it for today, guys. I'm very tired. Probably about to go to sleep right now. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next trade recap. If not, I'm gonna catch y'all on the model video, like just basically going over how I trade, how I go into the day, how I wake up, how I look at the charts, and how I go about doing everything from start to end. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next video.